Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Kommo-o in the Great League. Now this is going to be a Dragon and Fighting types, the new Generation 7 here. Not really familiar with it. I remember seeing it once in a while and just thinking to myself that looks like a weird Pokemon, but I was lucky enough to go plus this thing here. It's a low CP, it has horrible IVs for the Great League, but we're still going to make it because it's the only one and apparently it's very rare, so let's get it. And thank you, Go Plus. If you do enjoy these videos, please give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. Helps me out. Kind of slacking in that department. If we can get that up there, it'd be great. So let's go ahead and evolve it. We're putting all these resources in there, and it's going to be worth it because I'm going to tell you what, folks. This thing's performance, I was impressed with the first several battles that I did have with it. I was kind of like, man, I've been using a lot of rare candies, but you know, this is what the reserves are for when we have to go to Pokemon War. So here we are, and well, it was worth the investment. So it's going to be maxing out at 1459. It is what it is. Okay, so it's going to have Dragon Tail, Dragon Claw, and Close Combat. Putting in some more rare candies here. I wanted to leave all this in here so you can see the investment that we're making here, so you guys could be entertained. All right, so let's get into this here. Switching up the moves, Close Combat ready to go. And we're going to be pairing it up with Primarina as well as Shadow Nidoqueen the entire time. Let's get into it. Let's see what we got. Met with an Altaria for our first battle here. Dragon Tail doing a lot of damage. Let's go. Gonna obviously go for it right away here. So we do need to look out for Charm. Okay, your Dragon and Fighting. It's kind of like a Scrafty. Instead of the Dark, your Dragon. So you're going to be massively weak. So they're going to be swapping into an Empoleon. We're going to go straight for the Close Combat. And then I do believe we're going to swap into Primarina here. Charm's not very effective, but as soon as they see that, they say, I don't want any more. That was my first battle, so let's keep it going here. Let's see what we have with the Kommo-o. Pretty funny thing here. Looks like it just has like armor all over it. So we're met with an Alola Marowak here. Okay, Fire Spin is not very effective. Gonna go for the Dragon Claw, of course. And shielding it up. Sounds good. Now we kind of need to take this thing out. The things in the back don't really want to see it. Nidoqueen can get off an Earth Power, but you know, that's gonna take a good amount of time before we get hit by a Bone Club or two, right? Going for another Dragon Claw, really wearing them down. Dragon Claw, it's just a good move with stab, and this thing's attacks looking great. So we do also have to be looking out for Azumarill big time. So we do have two Pokemon that can kind of counter that. They're swapping into Venusaur when we do bring in our Primarina and going for a Frenzy. We're going to let it go because we do have that Nidoqueen in the back, 1-to-1 shield. We're going to be bringing back Kommo-o here, going for a Dragon Claw just to wear down this thing so the Nidoqueen can go in here and kind of just take it up comfortably because they still have energy. So I'm going to go ahead and let it go. Thank you very much. Kind of wanted to shield it up. Really wanted to keep going with it, but we know what's in the back here in the Azumarill. So we're just going to obviously hold on to that shield for the Nidoqueen and then finish it off with this here. So like I said, folks, if you... these are all going to get a community day, right? We already know this. So just have fun with it, I suppose, right? When it comes down to like Master League maxing something out, if you get like 100, I guess because you can just Elite TM it or something, but don't go with a mediocre for another league. This is showcasing it for you guys, so I bite the bullet. It is what it is, so let's get into it. But it was definitely fun, and everything I've showcased so far has actually been worth powering up. So just keep that in mind. I kind of let you all know that. So we're met with a Nidoqueen here. Dragon Tail is just chunking away. I think we're going to actually let this go because by the time we shield that up, the poison jabs are just going to take us out. So we kind of needed, like, yeah, to shield up the first one and the second one, and just going to let it go. Farm all the way down here and let this go. Hopefully it is going to be a Poison Fang. Beautiful. And we got all this energy and 2 shields. So do they come in with a Swampert? We're going to retreat immediately because if we go for the Poison Fang, you know, that's fine. We're going to do more damage, but they're probably going to swap out here. So we're shielding up the Sludge Wave. Thank goodness it was. And we have a Marowak in the back. So it's a good thing we held on to that energy. Charm is still doing a ton of damage to it here. Kind of was contemplating if I wanted to shield this up. Shadow Bone does a lot more. See, Primarina is good, but it's really... it needs to be in a higher league, right? It plays okay in this league, but Ultra League is going to have, I feel like, better play. It can survive a little bit better. That's just me. Maybe even some crazy play in the Master Premier. So we're going to go for the Poison Fang here. Good old trusty Milkshake Nidoqueen. And why did I go for Poison Fang? Because, I mean, you know, we're in a bad position. We're just got to play what we can do here. All right, going for another one. If we were able to actually land that, we could have won this, but not able to get there. Swampert beating us, and we take the loss. Good game there. Let's keep it moving. What are we going to see? Kommo-o met with another Altaria. So we've seen this before. Let's do it again. So it's kind of a close matchup here. Now, this trainer, I do believe, if I remember correctly, let it go. Okay, when I saw that, I was thinking, okay, well, they know what's good, you know, what they need to do here as an experienced person, so great. So, got to play correctly. So they're letting it go, holding on to 2 shields, shielding up ourselves so we can win this swap. Going for a Dragon Claw on the Jellicent here, and we're just going to stay where we're at. I mean, they can farm us down, sure, that's fine, but look at the Dragon Claw chunking away with the Dragon Tail. I mean, by the time it's over, yeah, looking good. We got a shield, they got energy, that's fine. Coming in with Primarina here. Now, Shadow Ball's going to pretty much one-shot us, so we got to... All right, yeah, we're looking okay. Still healthy in the yellow, bringing us down to the red now. I'm going to let this one go. Bubble Beam, exactly, beautiful. And they're swapping into a Vigoroth. We bring a Nidoqueen, and we're looking pretty good here. Yeah, so throughout all these battles, Kommo-o was amazing for me. I enjoyed it thoroughly through and through. It was worth the investment. Like I said, you just got to look out for those charm users because it's going to demolish you, obviously. So make sure you do have coverage for those. Anyways, going up against this Vigoroth here, we'll shield up this one. Crossing our fingers that we don't all of a sudden run into some, you know, lag right here. And then, you know, get countered down. So we're taking them out with one more poison jab. No shields. In comes the Jellicent. Not getting to it. Boy, this is going to be close. I think we're just going to go in there and charm it down. See if we can sneak it through. And we take him out. Taking the win. Looking good. Let's keep it moving here. We're going to see with the Kommo-o and a Shadow Probopass. So that's good. We're fighting. They're going to be retreating immediately into a Machamp. We're going to be bringing in Primarina to charm out that Shadow Machamp. Hopefully this is a rock slide, so they bring us down to the low, and they can't farm too much on that Probopass because we don't want to see any of those Magnet Bombs. It's going to hurt both of the Pokemon that we do have. Magnet Bomb is a good move, especially coming from a Shadow Probopass. It's bulky like that. Dragon Tail is not very effective. We need to get to the close combat. 2 of them, as a matter of fact. 3 of them, technically, if they shield up twice. So, it's still not a great position, to be honest. We could go Nidoqueen, which is going to be okay, but the thing is, Magnet Bomb is not going to be resisted by Nidoqueen, so it's not really too safe. Going for another Magnet Bomb here. We've used both shields, got a ton of energy. Throwing the first one, and they let it go. That's pretty surprising. What's in the back? A Kingdra. All right, so what we're going to do is throw this, bring a Nidoqueen, and then just, you know, go to town with Poison Jab and Poison Fang, right? If they take us out, then we'll just go in there with Kommo-o and then Dragon Tail them. Simple as that. We're looking good. They let it go because they know it's over, and I don't know. If they shielded up the Probopass, do you think they could have? I think they would eventually ran out of energy. We would have been able to catch up and then take the win. But they still had that Kingdra in the back. I don't know. Good game. Moving on to our next opponent. Met with a Nidoqueen here. And throughout all of these battles, you know, it felt really comfortable using it. It didn't feel like, oh, you know, this thing's too squishy for this or that. Yeah, it did what it needed to do, and it took the hits quite comfortably. So, and it doesn't even have the best defensive stat product that you can have. So, you know, think you're going to be doing a lot better as far as taking hits if you do have higher defense and then HP and then that lower attack. Ours is just a flat, like, what was it, like 3, 4, 2, or 3 or something. Anyways, barely surviving that 1-to-1 shield, coming in with a Meganium. We're going to bring in our Nidoqueen here and just start Poison Jab City. And they swap into their Swampert here, which is perfectly fine. If we throw this, we're lowering their defense anyways. And we're just going to bring in Primarina to charm down. And you already know. Now this could be a Sludge Wave. We're still going to let it go because at this point we can kind of Poison Jab down and be comfortable. It's just an Aqua Tail. And in comes Meganium to farm us. I don't think they could have farmed us down. They were taking a lot of damage from Charm. I think they may have, but barely survived. Poison Jab would have KO'd, so throwing there was pretty much the only option. And we're going to simply shield this up. And we're not even going to throw. We're just going to Poison Jab down and taking the win. Looking good. On to our next opponent. What are we going to see here? A Obstagoon. All right, well, this is something good to see. We're going to be resisting Dark because we are part fighting. That's another interesting kind of factor with this Pokemon here is just the fighting type with the dragon. It's like, what is that? All right, so we're going to be seeing them swapping into an Altaria. We're going to go ahead and go Dragon Claw. We got coverage for that too. Swapping into Primarina after we get that shield and just going to charm down. Now, this Sky Attack is going to do a lot. We already discussed Primarina can't really take a hit. As you can see in the Great League, it is still a good Pokemon for sure. And just think about in the future. A freaking Charm user with Hydro Cannon. That just sounds like a nightmare. I mean, geez, that's going to be something, right? Yeah, even with its low energy charging, Hydro Cannon, it doesn't require too much and it's so strong. Okay, it's going to be crazy. Anyways, down we go. They have no shields. We got 2 left. Looking good. Bring it in the Nidoqueen to, you know, do the Nidoqueen thing against the Zoomro. And they're getting surviving with 1 HP. Okay, holding on to to the last bit of breath there. And swapping into Kommo-o. And we just wanted to do the finisher with close combat. There wasn't really many opportunities for me to get that in, to be honest with you. Shields had to be down. It seemed like everybody knew what to expect. So there was really no element of surprise. Next battle, we're going to be seeing Jellicent. This is fine. Again, you know, Primarina would kind of like to see that. Nidoqueen doesn't. We'll take this matchup here. Ice Beam obviously is going to hurt, but then again, so is Shadow Ball. We're going to let this first one go. If it's a bubble, oh my gosh, that's great. Gotta love it when that happens. So we're just going to keep doing this here. Now, I do remember, if I do remember correctly, this whole team could have been swept by the Kommo-o. But here's the thing. We got our attack drop. So now, at this point, it's kind of like, you know, I don't want to abandon it. We can just simply swap to refresh that. But I didn't know what was in the back. You're going to see here in a second. So Venusaur almost taking us out, then takes us out. Coming in here with the Nidoqueen here. Now, yes, we could have shielded up, just kept going to Dragon Tail City. Would have survived barely. Had an energy maybe. And then we would have seen what in the back? Talonflame. So yes, the Kommo-o would have been able to do some work here. Nidoqueen's going to be able to finish it off for us. Well, no, we're going to swap into Primarina after we double debuff. And then we're going to charm them down. After they see that, I do believe they're like, nah. I let this go. Oh, wait, no, I shield this up. Yeah, shield this up. Just in case, I just want to, I was like, you know, whatever. Keep the Primarina alive here. You were the star of the last show, and it's very good. That's why I'm using it again. Plus, Gen 7 Pokemon, let's go. Next battle, we're met with a Swampert. Now, that's a solid lead. Let's see it. Earthquake is still going to be doing, you know, neutral damage, so it's not like you're completely... like an Altaria or Dragonite or something. Also, you have to look out for the Sludge Wave, but whatever. We'll just let it go. Let's see what it is. Hydro Cannon sounds good. And they're swapping into a Registeel, so we do have coverage for that as well. We're going to go ahead and go close combat and then retreat into our Nidoqueen because the only thing they're going to be able to really hit us hard with is going to be Flash Cannon. I guess Focus Blast is going to be doing a decent amount. Do believe they go for that first here. Focus Blast doing about half to a Shadow Nidoqueen. That's pretty incredible. But, you know, it's Focus Blast, so going for the Earth Power right away. Taking them out. I still have 2 shields. Sounds good. They didn't debuff me with any sort of Zap Cannon, so we're looking good. In comes the Swampert here. And I kind of wanted to shield that up. All right, I wanted to shield it up and Poison Jab down, but we're just going to hold on to our shields. What's in the back? Mandibuzz. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and build a close combat and then swap into Primarina. And you already know, the rest is history. Unfortunately, they're getting to a charge move here. I think I actually shielded up. Like, nah, I think I'll keep you alive just because I can, just because I want to. They see the charm user to back out, of course, because they got a dark type. We take the win. Moving it on to our next opponent. What are we going to see? And it is going to be a Nidoqueen. We swapped it in the front. We put Primarina in the front. Now we're seeing Nidoqueen. So we're going to go ahead and swap into Kommo-o. They swap into Lickitung here. And this is like, I don't know. I mean, so many of these matchups. And it's not really worth going for close combat a lot of the times because you're getting that debuff. It's more of like shields are down. If you think they're not going to shield, then you go for close combat, all right? If you build up to 2 of them, you feel like you're in a comfortable position. But for the most part, you're going to just be Dragon Tailing it up, right? Or Dragon Clawing it up. Of course, you're going to be Dragon Tail. So we bring in the Nidoqueen. Kommo-o goes down. We farm him down. Okay, what you got? And just going for the Earth Power. What was that? Throwing Earth Power on what? Nidoqueen. They let it go. Interesting. Maybe they thought I was going to bait. In comes Trevenant. And this was a weird battle, folks. I don't know. I don't know what's real or not anymore, if you know what I mean. Okay, so in comes Primarina. We're going to go ahead and just charm down. We take the win. Do you see why I thought that was a little weird? All right, moving on to our next opponent. Let's see what we're going to be met with. A Registeel. Of course, we had the Primarina in the front. All right, so where were these with the Kommo-os in the front? So we're swapping into Nidoqueen, and we're going to let this go. I do believe this one's going to be first a Zap Cannon. Yep, there it is. Still doing an okay amount of damage for ground type. It's because we're that Shadow. Going for Earth Power right away. No need to go for Poison Jabs. Straight for it. They swap as soon as we get it off. Bringing in a Medicham, and now we're going to go for the Poison Fangs. Start lowering that defense here. We're resisting the counter, so it's it's all right. Our attack has been dropped, though. We are Shadow, so it's basically normal. All right, but lowering their defense, and now we're doing more damage, so we're kind of back on track. Gonna let this go here. They go straight for a Psychic. Okay, figured they were gonna do that. A lot of times when you're so low, where you think that they're gonna bait and they just quick move you down, but if they went for the big move, it'll take you out, but you think that they're gonna, all these mind games, all right? So we bring in the Kommo-o, going for the Dragon Claw here. And we've got a Pidgeot. All right, so that was a nice little catch there. I got surprised by that golden bird. I was like, what the heck? All right, so going for another Dragon Claw. And, okay, getting that last shield, still holding on to 2. So things are getting a little bit tricky here. Bringing in the Primarina, shielding this up. Figured it was that, but we just really could not take the chance because if it was a Brave Bird, we're out of here. Still have 2 shields. Simply going to shield this up, get to the Psychic, take the win. Up against the Registeel with the Primarina. Right where we started. Look at that. Nice. All right, let's keep it moving here. Got actually one more battle, so yeah, that's pretty much all there is. I'm not going to be really doing too much of these longer videos lately. All right, so we're going to be seeing Drifblim. All right, sounds good. This is all right. We're swapping into a Clefable right away. We're going to bring a Nidoqueen. We're going to play, it's not really rock, paper, scissors. They had Icy Wind, so technically it was, I guess, more in their favor. All right, they're backing out. All right, there we go. Kommo-o. What do you think? Pretty good Pokemon. I enjoy it. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for new channel notifications on, and I'll be catching you all on my next video. Take care.
Gonzalez.